right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol AMC, AMC Entertainment Holdings Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And before we jump into everything that this chart has to offer and show us, is that I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys. It's a very controversial one, and I ask of every single investor and viewer to not look at it from an emotional perspective, and let's focus in on the raw data and what the chart is showing us. So I definitely want every single investor to be aware and stay tuned till the end of this video, because we will be discussing the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. Now, AMC had a run today. Now, a lot of people were saying it's going to have a short squeeze. People had to cover their shorts and so forth. What a run. I mean, we definitely saw this jump up about a whole entire 40%. So it went from like 235 all the way up to 331. That's like a whole dollar right there. So it's almost around 40 to 50% jump here. So I want every single investor to be aware of the fact that this stock might have a pullback. I definitely need every single investor to be aware of that, because that's such a big run that all it takes is some profit taking and it's going to start to pull back. But we need to watch it carefully. So I want you guys to be aware of that. I don't want everybody to be so optimistic that AMC is innovative and it's a growth stock. Like, we need to be very vigilant here moving forward on how this reacts. So let's go ahead and zoom on in on our support and resistance level, and I want to talk about it a little bit broader for all of us to be aware of some very key points. So the 50-day moving average is 259. If that gets broken through, we're back into bearish territory. As long as we stay above it, we're in bullish territory. Now, between support and the 50-day moving average, there is another support level to look at, and that's 268. It's completely optional. I would use it personally to look at how the stock's reacting and if the bulls can reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly quickly. So you can go ahead and add that to your list of support levels here on the chart, but it's completely optional. Now, the true support level is here at 286. If that gets broken through, this could be on its way to newer lows. And we want to watch carefully how this stock is doing between 286 and, as I stated, 268, the optional support level, or between 286 and the 50-day moving average, to see if the bulls are trying to reappear or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. Now, to even narrow it down even more, this is the true support because it's the lowest point before this run, but to kind of get a sense of where the stock is going, 297 is another support level above the current support to see how the stock is reacting and if the bulls are trying to reappear or are the bears taking this one down, to get a sense of direction of where the stock is going. So I want every single investor to be aware of the fact that I'm kind of dissecting this chart as much as possible so that you can pay close attention to how the stock is doing within those levels. Now, we're currently sitting at 327, and the resistance level is not that much higher, but it needs to be broken through, and that's 330. The bulls need to break through 330, turn that into a support, and pull away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. I definitely want to emphasize that, and I want every single investor to be aware of that. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end. I'm about to share with you guys the graph and all the indicators on why you want to add this ticker symbol to your watch list. So for those of you that have stayed till the end of this video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is in a very controversial state right now, and many people disagree with it. And I completely respect everyone's opinion. Either you agree or disagree with it. And I'm not here to talk about the controversies of this platform and ticker symbol. I'm just here to talk about the technicals, what the chart is showing, and it's looking like an opportunity. But we definitely need to watch it closely. But the ticker symbol is TWJKH. Twitter Inc., right? So it's been pulled down due to all the controversies that are going on right now, and a lot of people are disagreeing and leaving even the platform, and I completely understand why someone would decide to do that, because of the fact that they have a personal belief, and these personal beliefs are being destroyed, right, by the way others are treated, or even the whole entire platform as a whole. I completely respect it, and I completely understand where anybody is coming from and how they feel. But again, I'm not here to talk about the controversies. Let's talk about the chart. Let's focus in on the chart. And I want to start off by saying that you definitely want to add this to your watch list. Like, remove all emotional perspective on Twitter and focus in on the numbers, and let's focus in on the graph. Now, Twitter has been banning many individuals that are followed by many. Now, will that affect Twitter's revenue moving forward? I believe it will. It will in a big percentage, but Twitter will actually continue to grow because it's a growing company. So it may not grow as fast, right? As fast as we've seen it grow, but it's going to continue to grow. It might be at a slower pace, but you can already see from this up high up here of around the 50s and 56 and drop down to about 44. It lost about 4 billion in market capitalization, which I personally believe it could actually get some of that back over time. It's going to take some time. So what is my perspective here? This is temporary. This fall is temporary. And we're going to show you why I believe Twitter is going to grow back. Now, do I think it's going to grow this fast in that short period of time? I don't want to guarantee that, and I don't believe that. I think it's going to be much slower, but we will see such growth over time. Now, some will say, I think Twitter has more room to fall, and that completely is something that I don't want to rebuttal. It could completely be true, or we could have probably hit the bottom here. We don't know the bottom yet, but we are seeing a pullback. Now, why is this pulling back? Well, if you look up in different articles, there's a lot of different stuff going out about Twitter, but one of the main ones that stood out to me today, which I found that information over the weekend, is that analysis ratings have been reiterated up to $60. So they've actually been upgraded. And that happened last week. I came across it over the weekend. I was probably going to talk about it over the weekend, but I said, let me see how it reacts to this reiteration. Does the public care about that, or will it continue to pull down? Well, funny story is, it started to come out on articles, and here we are seeing a slight upward trend. But we've already seen upward trends here about 2 or 3 times, right? And then what happened? The stock kept going down. So I don't want us to be fooled by that, but it is looking like it slightly hit a bottom here. Now we want to see. We don't know what the bottom is, but the one thing I do want to refer back to is November 2nd, when the stock fell from $52 all the way down to about 38. And then after that, it started to run right back up. So this could be an opportunity just like what happened here. I'm not guaranteeing that, but it could be an opportunity like what happened here moving forward. Now, the banding of individuals, especially highly sought after individuals that are actually being followed and watched by many, have been removed, is something that is affecting Twitter overall in their revenue moving forward. I know that's going to affect the business, and it won't be able to grow as fast as it was growing before. It's going to grow slower, but this does have potential to continue to grow. So I highly recommend adding this to your watch list, adding this to keep it on your radar, whether you're against it or you're with it. I am here to talk about technicals. I'm not here to talk about the controversies, but if you can just remove your emotional perspective for just a moment and look at what I'm saying, you may see an opportunity. But I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on stocks that are looking pretty opportunistic, in my opinion, and what I'm looking at. So definitely add this to your watch list. Keep it on your radar. And guys, I know it's very controversial right now and everything that's going on, but the business model of Twitter is going to continue to grow. This is probably a temporary pullback, and we might have already seen the bottom. I'm not sure yet. There could continue to be a pullback, but this is getting pretty close to its bottom. And as more analysis ratings continue to reiterate and move forward, this could be a temporary pullback, and we might see some explosive growth moving forward Like I said, it might not be as fast as before and how it used to, but it will start to move its way up to newer highs and new resistance levels once more investors are feeling more optimistic, and also this temporary pullback is pulled through. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes, and it's going to be interesting. And again, I apologize if this is a controversial stock in your opinion, but I did have to share this because a lot of investors, what they're looking for is opportunity. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.